I have to do it at the start of every stream apparently. Anyways, if you couldn't hear all the things I was saying for the last 30 seconds, we're back.
We're back.
And hopefully that 30 seconds of silence gave you some time to get here.
Still no sounders that?
No, that was just a delayed comment.
Okay.
My fault. My B, technology's hard.
We're working on it.
So we're gonna tell you a little bit about what's happening right now because we're moving our tribes. You can see behind us, everybody's getting out of here. Where are they going? Where are they going? We'll tell you. But before we tell you, let's talk about what's in front of us here. So we mentioned at the end of the last stream that each challenge they are doing, they get points for how well they do. So we can see that Coral, Wapoon got there's Taylor. Thank you, my Vanna Whites to my Pat Sajak. Coral's in first place currently with 4 points. Then we have Yellow, unsure what their name is, with 3 points. Tawa, okay, your memory's better than mine. Then we have 2 points for Purple.
Coco.
1 point for Yaya.
I love that.
And then none. And none for Gretchen Wieners. And none for Mint, which is Lonan. So we are going to be doing challenges all over the course of today. They're needing points for those challenges based on how they do. Another thing that was revealed after we cut the stream is that at the end of each challenge, the team that comes in first place and the team that comes in second place get to choose from a reward board. So what that reward board is basically they get to choose either, you know, some comfort items,
Hot, maybe.
food, things like that, tarp, I don't know what's on there. First and second place get to choose any item from the board. And then third place gets to choose just an okay item from the board. So like the bottom row stuff. So a singular orange.
A piece of jerky.
Who knows?
Wine, who knows?
Yeah, something that's probably... The big twist though that John revealed is that the four.
By the end of today, the tribe that's in first place will be the only tribe safe. With John.
Yeah.
So technically.
Big day.
Tribal.
Yeah. And I will say, Tribal Council, we do not have tribals on the first day of Survival Challenge. That is just a traditional thing. We call this Reward Day. So while this all is a reward, right? They're getting all these rewards. It's exciting. There's this thing in the back of their head. Almost certainly you have a 20% chance of not going to Tribal Council that first time because only the top team wins. So Coral won the first challenge, but there are so many challenges today. I'm not to tell you even if I do, but
there's so much room, as we saw from that first challenge, for people to come from behind.
Absolutely.
Due to the way the points stack up. So I would not count any.
No, there you can easily make a comeback, and again, because there's just so much to do. So while we put them over in the holding area, which is way over there. Let's go check out, in case you missed it, in case you missed the first stream, you just woke up, maybe you're a West Coaster, maybe you just love to sleep in, that's me. They're setting up the next challenge, so let's go check out the pictures of our tribe, so we can see the breakdown of everybody. There's Will, usually behind the camera, but here he is today in front of it. For that split second that I walked past him. Alrighty, so we have our Mint tribe Lonan. So who we got, Taylor?
We have Dan over here in the left corner, Aaron, Elisa, Nick, and Leah.
Alrighty, so looks like everybody's from a different place. How's our age distribution on this tribe?
Looks like right now Aaron is sitting at 42. And then our youngest is Leah at 27.
But honestly, I'm shocked. There's no like low 20s on this tribe.
No.
Like this is generally like I think older.
Yeah.
Like trends older than our cast usually is.
Right.
So
And
I wonder if that'll be good or
there's
bad.
a huge girl kind of like majority on this tribe
Oh
too.
yeah. Okay, female majority. All right. So there's Lonan. Who do we got on Coco? Oh, will you flip Owen's picture over?
It's the same.
Black.
This is actually color.
No, that it's supposed to be the other way because see how it's frayed around the edges? That means that he has been eliminated. So now that you know, you can see Owens has like
both of his pictures are
the burnt edges.
Oh god.
Yeah, so the burnt edges around the end means that they have been eliminated from the game. It's how we keep track of everything. But Owen chose to bring a black and white picture, and that's his business.
So we've got Owen, 21, and then on the other side of the spectrum, Lee, who is 50, I believe is our oldest contestant.
Nice.
And crushing it. 32 is Kristen, Jay 22, and Declan, who is 26.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more of an age gap here, but
yeah, so maybe it'll help, maybe it'll hurt.
Another female majority tribe. On our Coral tribe, we have Paul, 34, Ned, who's 24, Amelia, 26, Luke, 27, and Griffin, who's 22.
So Paul seems to be the outlier there, only 30s gang.
Yeah.
But honestly, I mean, Luke's not 30, 27. It's not too far behind him. Actually, I'm going to rescind that statement because I'm also 27 and I don't want to believe that I'm almost 30. So maybe not.
Wow.
He's still young.
From me, who's turning 31 this year.
And you're doing great.
Thank
Look
you.
at you.
My knees say otherwise.
Ah!
Amelia is holding her own on a tribe of all guys.
Oh gosh, yeah, she is.
But they really did a great job on that challenge. So I would not count them out.
No, I think they're doing great. Yeah. I mean, and every challenge requires something different, right? So
Correct.
there's no way to know what you're going to need each day.
All right, we've got Ollie, who's 32, Chris, 49, Catherine, 38, Luke, May, 22, and Val, who is 29.
So this is also a much older tribe. Luke is the outlier here for being so much younger than everybody else.
Yeah.
I think that's interesting though, because shocking that he was the one that I feel like really was directing the last challenge.
I think age is not going to be a huge factor when it comes to these challenges. I think it's really going to come down to how they're applying those skills.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see how that works out. And then last but certainly not least, if I don't fall, we've got Ryan, 31, Kelsey, 31, Kyle, 37, Nicole, 25, and Kaylee, 28.
I'm noticing both of our Minneapolis natives, Ryan and Nicole, are on this. I wonder if
Yes.
they've connected over that or not yet.
That's true.
All of our international contestants are split up on different tribes as well.
Yeah, Kyle from Australia.
Yeah, a couple Australians this season. We have a friend from Ireland. Owen's from Ireland, so all over the place.
And then someone said, I think on the purple tribe, is it that we had all of our, oh, maybe not. Someone had mentioned that, one of our commenters had said that it was like all of our, they all came from the same area, if I remember.
Oh,
You remember? But even though it doesn't say that on here.
I don't remember, but I believe you.
I don't know. It's early.
I don't know. Yeah. So
Those are our tribes.
we said, on the after show last night, we really try and keep away from like personal connections on tribes. So I'm curious if any of these people do happen to know each other, or if there's any kind of connections that we just like don't know about yet. So we'll see. But I'm sure they're making connections right now.
Absolutely.
Let's see. This comment says, "Wait, I missed the part about tribal winners are the only safe ones, but that will be tomorrow." Yes. So over the course of the entire day, we're going to be doing a bunch of challenges, and they get points for how well they do in those challenges. So 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 for all 5 of the tribes. At the end of the day, when we finish up all our challenges, they won't know how many challenges there are. You don't know how many challenges there are. I could look it up, but I don't know how many challenges there are either.
And I don't like numbers.
But eventually at the end of the day, we'll be able to see who has the most points, and only that top tribe is immune from tribal tomorrow. All 4 of the other tribes will be going to tribal council first thing in the morning. It'll be the first thing they do tomorrow. So
Yeah. And on top of points, after each challenge, they will get to pick something from the reward goodie to help make camp life a little bit better, So
we have some flint
That's
available.
important.
They're gonna have some dry firewood options. So
pots to cook maybe some rice. That's
yeah,
important.
the rice itself to put
Yeah.
in the pot. Who knows? It's a mystery. We'll go
It's a
look
mystery.
we'll look at the reward board next time whenever they come back out.
And my season 10ers, we love our oranges and apples.
Oh, it's not your merge feast was just a bag of oranges and apples.
Yes, it was.
In season 7, I got a hot dog and hamburger picnic feast
Really?
for winning reward day. So maybe pick a better season.
Oh. But I think, how wet did you get during your season? Did you get a lot of rain?
No.
No?
Nope.
Okay.
It was the season after me.
Oh, okay.
But good try. But someone did go to the hospital from heat and dehydration. So.
And then shout out to Nicole for, her hand on my season. So I guess
Oh
it's-
gosh.
Yeah.
It's a dangerous game out here. You got to be
Dangerous
careful. Which is why we have medics on site.
Correct.
So please, if you're a future player, please go to the medic when you're hurt, because we want to make sure that you stay healthy and well for your life after this 5-day game that is really not as important as your health.
That's true.
The end.
We're not winning $1 million, unfortunately.
You're not. You're winning a corncob statue. So, moving on. I started the stream, I'm going to be honest, way too early. I really did think that they were going to be coming out soon because John lied to me. He said it was 5 minutes. Is John a liar, Will?
Sometimes.
Oh, that's public knowledge now.
Let's throw it out. Do you guys have any comments in our view section?
Oh yeah,
Any questions? We could show some of our lovely tribe members here.
Let's go hang out with some of our friends. Oh nope, Zay said, get me out of here.
All right.
How are we feeling today, everybody?
Good.
Some familiar faces, some maybe that weren't here last year.
Haven't been back ever.
Yeah, King Louie from season 7, our runner-up.
Yes.
We got some season 10 friends, some not season 10 friends that are standing in the middle of season 10 friends. There we go.
Season 10, yeah.
And some friends who haven't played it on are just here for a good time.
Here for fun.
Yeah. What questions do you have? Do we have any questions? No one's saying any.
No one's saying anything.
You would have.
Stunned by our beauty.
They are stunned by their beauty. That's so true.
We could do another look of the tri-flags, but
We could go close up. We can. You see our fan section over here. So if you are local or relatively local, you can come and hang out with us during the day and bring a little chair because we don't provide them.
that is true.
So
Provide a covering.
we do provide a nice covering though if it rains, which is really nice. It actually doesn't help with the rain a ton. It is really good for the sun. It's really nice for the sun, the shade.
What do the camps start with for supplies?
Great question.
Great question.
It depends how they did yesterday.
Yeah.
So recap of yesterday really quickly in case you were not with us. Basically what happened is they competed in opening challenges. If they won and did well in those challenges, they proceeded further and further and further into the day. If they did poorly during those challenges, unfortunately, they were kind of shuffled off into some side challenges very secretly, very hush-hush. No one knew where they were going. And depending on how they did in their side challenge was determinant of what they got at their camp. So if you did poorly at the first main challenge and then you lost your side challenge, you went to a camp that was very far away. You were given nothing.
A bucket.
They got a bucket with some wood chips and a roll of toilet paper, and that was it.
To last.
Second to last group, so that was 3 people got absolutely nothing. People, and they got 2 blankets, I'm pretty sure. So no tarp, some nice water absorbing blankets for a very wet night at Survival Challenge. After that, we had
2 middle groups of 4. Well, another
2 more middle groups of 3, I think.
2 more middle
right?
groups of 3, correct.
Yeah, and they got, I think, some small tarps.
Yeah.
And maybe one group got like a larger tart.
Yeah.
Tart.
Tart.
Maybe that's what they ate out there. Tarp. Then we had our 2 groups of 4 who did pretty well during the day, and they got
A flint, I believe.
yeah, some flint. They got bigger tarps, so they were doing all right. And then our very last group that made it all the way to the end did well in every single challenge until the last one. Got a fully set up camp for themselves, and there were 5 of them.
A tarp set. That is so important on your first night.
Tarp is like kind of a game changer.
Yeah.
On my season, I remember we had to take the like strings out of the backpacks we were provided to hang up our tarp because we didn't get any rope in the opening day challenge. So it was really, really hard. So having that set up for you is huge.
Yeah.
Definitely a good morale booster.
Definitely.
Ooh, biggest fan base on site. That's a great question. Erin has 4 family members here right now, which is really, really exciting for her. But let's turn it around. Let's see. Here we have some friends supporting Elisa. We had, I believe, Kelsey's mom is here. There might be some other friends that I missed, but I think that's all here today. Usually I feel like a lot more people come over the weekend, just because it's obviously easier to get off work. Macomb's in the middle of nowhere, all that good stuff. So yeah, who was in the group of 5? Great question. Who was in the group of 5?
Ollie, Paul,
Elisa,
Kaylee,
Kaylee,
Jay.
those are the 5.
Wow. I'm horrible with names, and that was
Crushed
great.
it. Yeah, so they were in that group of 5, and they competed in a challenge at the end, but we don't know what they competed for or why.
Yeah.
So the 5 of them went to camp together, and again, got that really nice camp at the end of the night.
And if you saw on our first live stream, they were the first 5 representatives on the Start Tribes. So they all got split up and started the first 5 of our tribes that we have.
And something else really cool that happened, oh yeah, no, Erin is super cool. I'm gonna put that. I was talking to her family, and they talked about the fact that she like knows so much about Survivor, and actually hosted a really cool event, yeah, in Dayton about gender identity and gender equality on Survivor with Wendell and Bryce when they were there for a recap show. So that was pretty cool. Unpin that comment. Thank you, Greg, for your commentary. But I think we should go over and look at these flags again. You're right, Taylor. Beautiful flags that we get every season. I think our friend who makes the flags may have dropped his link to his shop. That almost matches. I mean, your color of your shirt's like kind of almost the background color.
Last season, Tatsuya, right there.
Yeah, a little bit. So then we got Lonan, which currently at 0 points. I like the elemental thing that you said earlier.
Yeah, because this is, I think, supposed to be a sun set.
Yeah.
So this is the sun setting, and I love the colors. Again, the colors are really
Yeah. That one is really pretty. I like that it has purple in the background. I think that's unique.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting purple because Lonan is blue and blue.
Yeah. And then this is sunrise, so the sun rising. Again, the coral. Again, the colors matching are
This
so
is
well done.
a really beautiful season in terms of colors. I love what they did. So
I think this is my favorite design in coloring, just because I am a purple girly at heart. But we love a good cocoa.
was your bedroom purple as a kid?
Actually, it was yellow.
Yellow's my favorite color. In my bedroom was purple.
Twins!
Look at us. Yeah, that one is really pretty. I like the stars. It's different than the rest of them. The Lonin and the Cocoa ones definitely stand out for just being different designs, but they're so pretty.
The Tawa is just like...
Yeah, I will say these things are pretty heavy. Normally, we used to have people like bring them in and out of the challenges every day, but it was like really exhausting because they're so heavy.
Oh, they're bringing them back in.
Oh, and here we finally go. So we were about 10 minutes off, 16 minutes off. John said, oh, it's gonna be 5 minutes. Don't worry about it. Liar. Would have wanted to be on Lonin. Oh, thank you, Rob. Thank you. Pinning that comment. This is Rob's shop for the flags. And I believe you can purchase replicas there. Question mark, Rob? You want to sound off in the comments if that's correct. But they're so beautiful. So great way to, remember your season and represent it.
It's like they were given now, so they're walking out with
Oh, they have baby flags.
flags.
Sorry, there's a bug on me. Yeah, it looks like little banners almost. They're like long. Those are cool. And they're so much lighter. Yeah. Paul's carrying that with one hand. You cannot carry those big flags with one hand. Are there ticks in Illinois? Heck yeah, there are. We have to use specifically like deep woods or tick bug spray because there are ticks, especially in these fields, especially if they're out there looking for idols. They will be getting ticks on them. And they just want to be your friend. So we definitely need to have some tick checks at the end of the night. Oh yeah, that's a big thing that we encourage people to do whenever we send out emails is treating their clothes for ticks ahead of time. Really what you choose to wear out here is a huge
Do you want to demonstrate?
Point was not the word I was looking for, but it's the one that came out. Which is why Griffin and jeans is so weird.
I love the fashion statement.
But you know what? Maybe that's his thing. That's his thing. That's his.
Maybe it's their jeans that just is good for any and all elements.
They're water resistant jeans. Maybe we don't know. We don't know what they're for.
Right. Maybe when he gets in the water in them, they'll just float.
Little do we know, he has floaty jeans on. But it looks like, for the most part, everyone else is in pretty normal survival challenge attire. Like, you're wearing shorts. The long socks, I think, can be good and bad, right? They protect you a little bit from the ticks, which is nice, and just the elements in general. But then there's also the fact that, like, when they get wet, they will be wet for the rest of the game.
I went with like a lower sock thing.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know. You gotta wear big tall socks.
Yeah, I remember that we, in my season, it didn't rain at all, so we were luckily fine, but I remember the season after me, people caught their socks on fire by trying to hang them over. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Yeah, so it's dangerous, wearing anything. When you're out here as a volunteer, you'll see a lot of us in like Crocs and sandals because, again, once your feet get wet, they never get unwet in this game. Like, it is crazy.
Are you ready to get to your next challenge? This challenge is held up at the bar. You're going to divide your tribe into a group of 3 and a group of 2. The group of 3 are going to be puzzle solvers. The group of 2 are going to be the ones holding up the bar. And there's a specific way that we want you to see this before you decide who's going to do it. You're going to stand side by side on standing squares with your shoulders touching. Each of you are going to hold one of the handles in your outside arm. Mitty, you want to help them with the bar?
I will, as soon as you say that.
The bar is going to be held in between those 2 handles.
Giving us a little demo.
They're going to pull out to hold. That's your job the entire time that you're at that station. If at any point this bar drops and the top ring comes disconnected, the puzzle solvers, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, must immediately stop, come back over, help reset the bar, then return to your puzzle station and begin solving. If you would like to, when that bar falls, you can switch out who are the holders.
Ooh, okay. You can reset the holders. That's big.
Arms will be fully extended.
Once I
when
see
you're
the puzzle,
holding
I'll give you some updates on that too.
vertical
Let me know if you guys
bar.
can't hear
So if we're
John.
saying you're not vertical, we're going to keep telling you that. You can't tilt it to try to gain advantage. At the start, the 3 puzzle solvers are going to have one additional task. Those handles are tied together with a rope. You're going to come running up, untie the rope, which is going to free a key. You're going to bring the handles with you, give them to your teammates. You're also going to use the key to open the lock. Your puzzle is in the box. You'll take the puzzle out, put it on the table, and only the puzzle solvers will be solving.
Cool.
Questions? Decide who's going to be doing what.
Alrighty, so as they are deliberating, I will review what that challenge is. Also, I will reinsert the screw into my matrix bag. So, basically what this challenge is that there's an endurance component and a puzzle component. 2 people are going to be holding that metal bar that I will scoot back and say, I saw yesterday. So our 5 friends who started the tribes yesterday were actually already have done this challenge individually. Doing it with another person is a whole different ballgame because you have to not only rely on your own strength, but theirs too, and their concentration as much as yours. So 2 people are going to be holding the opposite sides of those metal bars, making sure that metal rod in the middle stays there. Then we're going to have the other 3 people, while they are holding that bar, are going to be solving some kind of puzzle that we don't see yet on the table. And my guess is that they're going to have to do some different stuff, maybe around the challenge field, in order to get all those puzzle pieces. And if at any point the metal bar drops out of their teammates' hands, they have to stop what they're doing, go back, pick up the metal bar, and then head back to the puzzle. So,
Choose to do so, which is necessary.
All right, tribes, come on over. All right, here we go.
oops, yeah. So point system, yeah, we have the point system you can see up on the board on the opposite side of the field. They are playing for immunity today, and they're tallying all of the points from the entire day. The top scoring team will be safe from Tribal Council tomorrow, and the 4 remaining teams will all go to Tribal Council, which is crazy. They're also playing for reward during each individual challenge itself. So they're all starting on this side, I guess, now. Oh, sorry.
Right. So you're happy to are fully extended.
Thanks, bro. That does make sense. It looks like Ali is also talking to Kat about doing it, and Ali won the challenge yesterday. I'm curious to know. It looks like Kaylee and Ryan are going to be doing it, and it looks like Dan and Elise are doing it. So every person that competed in it yesterday,
like everybody else, shoulder to shoulder.
I wonder if Paul's a good puzzle person. He is a good puzzle person. I'm also curious, did he tell his tribe that he did it yesterday? No. Maybe they don't know.
Paul might think that they do better with the puzzle.
Yeah,
And then help
that makes
get
sense.
that
Paul is
hole
a
in
puzzle guy.
place. As soon as you do
He's a
that, you
self-proclaimed
run over,
puzzle guy too, so I'm
unlock
sure
your
he
box,
knows that.
open it up, put the pieces on the table.
I know,
begin
the colors
solving.
are so
But
pretty,
anytime
Trevor.
that bar drops, we're going to
Like
be
all
telling you
of
come
them
back.
together is like a
Make
nice
sure
little
the
rainbow.
release your size.
Like a pastel beauty.
Come back, reset the bar for them,
We do.
and you're going to continue on your way.
Yeah. It looks like they're...
Survivors ready.
Do they have to link arms
Go.
to run? Oh, so they can't even start until it's untied. God. You know, if I only listened. So they have to untie.
We have it. Where's the end already?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. She do be not enough. It looks like, I would say all 3 people can be helping, yet Luke is the only one untying them for yellow. Like, Val and Chris are kind of just hanging out. Yeah, Coco is close. It looks like they have one big mouth. Oh, just kidding, they're not close. Let's see.
Every night.
You gotta get the key out. He's free. Yeah, you can't have rope hanging out.
Yeah. Oh, the key don't. That makes sense. Key don't lock. Yeah, and the rope does have to be completely off. You can't just have rope hanging.
I've got this board
So now you gotta get your people set up, your endurance. Yeah, so anybody's game, very close.
Hold on. The bar has to be in place before anything else happens.
Kelsey with an anchor. Nope, bar's not in place. Declan is very eager, I'm gonna say that right now. Alright, Lonan was the first one to start. Nope, they already messed up. Oh no. Yeah, so very quickly they can lose control of that bar. I see. I'm looking at Dan and Elisa down at the end. They look locked. Like it makes sense too, they're like holding on to each other, so they don't like accidentally fall apart.
All 5 tribes.
Yeah, let's see what this is over here. Please think in here and let us hold it.
Okay, I'm seeing a ring on the outside. Let's start working towards that.
So with this puzzle, first of all, it is incredibly difficult just to begin with. The puzzle is an etched puzzle of the Survival Challenge logo, so it's all forest in the background. But the hardest thing about this puzzle is that the edges is jagged on the edges, so it doesn't look like the pieces fit together at all. I will say, Devin, who's on camera crew, won this challenge as an individual immunity challenge in season 8. So hopefully we can find him sometime because he will tell you how hard this puzzle is. He was the only person in his season to finish it.
Oh yeah, let's look. Follow the circle.
Oops, I'm going. Thank you.
No. Okay, yeah. Follow the circle. Let's start lining it up. Like I was trying to already, but a lot of them weren't lining up. Okay.
Oops, and down goes Mint.
Okay, we got it. You guys are questioning.
So they're
No, you have to stay there. So they're okay now.
Sorry. That looks kind of. That looks right. That looks right.
And again, they can swap out people whenever they want if they run back. So it looks like that is what they're doing, I think. Nope, they're not. Yes, they are. Yeah, Griffin. Lucas stepping into Griffin. Oh. Mint slid a little bit. Oh, no. I think, honestly, with how long this puzzle's going to take, they're definitely going to have to swap out. Like, I think every tribe will end up swapping out. Yellow's holding on by a thread over there.
Coco looks to be making some progress.
Oh, okay, let's look at Coco. Oh, and down.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And then this one.
Supposedly we're next. So they have the right strategy here, which is follow the circle, don't follow the edges. It looks cool.
Okay, we got darkness here.
Jay.
We're not positive.
So I believe her brother in the stream, said that they're really good puzzle solvers. Jay's on the puzzle, so maybe they just wanted someone to get it started, since Jay knew that they were good at the holding it up, since they've already done it. Yeah. So Luke is not holding it anymore. I will say, Luke and
Let's do the edges first, y'all.
I'm positive he could get last 6 minutes, 7 rounds. So curious to see if he kept up with it. Oh, that makes sense, honestly. We're on the trip. Honestly, I don't know if we'll help you. Yeah. Hey, Jeremy. But yeah, the watching is just, it all looks the same. So, this challenge, I'm going to say I've done this puzzle personally maybe 4 or 5 times. It still takes me 15 to 20 minutes to do it by myself every time.
That looks more right.
I'm also not a puzzle player, so I don't know.
What is the picture of?
You gotta go back, stop what you're doing.
I hate doing this.
Devin is a literal puppy dog. He's a sweet little golden retriever man who doesn't like to be mean.
Yes,
Oh, yes.
yes.
Ryan and Kaylee are locked. and loaded. Have Ryan and Kaylee fallen yet? I don't think they have.
No, I think go on the side.
But this, okay.
No, it,
No.
no.
Struggling a little bit. Guys, I'm gonna drop it. So this like exactly how the puzzle works. Quite yet. That is true, yeah. That is very smart. Orange has made a lot of progress in the puzzle. And if Norman's looking at it, Dan's, oh my gosh. I can see Dan's muscle is like bulging in his arm. They're struggling, and they've been holding it for a long time in their team. So they have to hold it perfectly vertical too. Alright, so Kaylee's setting up for Nicole now. The height difference between Nicole and Ryan is so funny.
Come back, pause. Come back.
You're good? Yeah?
No, we're good, you're good, you're good.
Alright.
Stop where you're in, you gotta go back.
So again, not a lot to cover. Let's sneak through here. There's Smitty, there's Isaiah. If you want to tune into his stream, he's got different angles for you. And if you are tired of hearing my voice and Taylor's voice, he's not talking.
We're just switch places, okay? 3, 2, 1.
Boys! That's my boy!
Okay. Made a lot of progress.
That doesn't feel right.
What if this goes?
That looks...
Something else with the horizon line does go there.
Let's see.
You don't think so?
It's right here.
Look, those do. Oh, you think these don't? No.
Yeah, Mint just fell out again. They're setting out.
Okay, dark circle, dark circle.
Yellow that
Down
one.
goes yellow.
We're just gonna switch, guys.
They held for a long time. Luke and I just held for a long time. Let's go see if yellow made any progress while they were gone. A little bit. But again, if you don't know this puzzle, it is so
I'm straight.
hard.
I'll have to be straight.
You can see.
You got this one,
Very
Boone.
strong. That guy's great.
Got one on.
Hold on. Hey, hey.
It's getting close. It's to the right.
Yeah, 1 point last time to 4. Again, it's anybody's game.
You got this, Coco.
Yes, no, sure. These puzzles are incredible.
Holding, guys.
Excellent.
Incredibly.
Stop.
Oh, pink is down. Pink is down. Pink is making progress, so they're about halfway down their puzzle, and it looks.
Here we go. Oh,
I'm gonna say it looks right.
Yeah.
3-4 pieces.
No, you're good. Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold, please.
I'm holding. I got it. Just for you.
Done.
Steve.
Done. Check.
Yes.
Let's go!
Jay with the sneaky. Jay with the sneaky. Literally ran for that. So Jay left. I'm sure anybody else got this.
It's jagged. It's so hard.
Well, Boone's getting close.
Looks like a kablam. Okay, a couple pieces.
Is this it? Check. I think we got it. This is it.
That's it? They're good.
All right, they have it.
We're good? They're good. We're good.
Unsure. So that's good, yeah. 7 for 5 for Wiyaga.
Nice shot.
And 7 for Coral. Good for them. Let's see how we're doing here.
Okay, you gotta go. Switch going.
Down goes Purple. Purple is, it looks like still making progress, but not quite as close as the other tribes were. I wonder if that extra hint helps for Jay to come over here. These puzzles are very hard. Again, they're very hard.
This should be.
It looks like they do have a better edge than they did last time we were over here, but still, for how well
their holders have been doing. I don't know if they are making equitable progress or how well the holders have been doing. I think Luke and Ollie have dropped once, maybe the whole time, so it's hard though. It's like, it's hard to balance because you're a strong person that thinks I can hold this bar for a long time, but I'm also a puzzle person, like, I don't know, I just feel like that's a hard balance. Like, would Ollie feel obligated to be holding the bar because they know they can? Min. Oh, okay. Well, little hey, you did good, we did good. 2 new people over here. We have Leah and Nick on the bar, and we have Aaron, Elisa, and Dan on the puzzle. I mean, still, it's once you kind of get the idea of it, you can really, really come back. But
It will just click.
Oh, stop.
yellow's down.
Coco down to their last few.
You guys got it. You guys
We
got
can finish maybe.
it. Third place legends.
I'm curious because now that we're down there, do you think they're going to leave the puzzle up for anyone else to see, or are they going to destroy it?
Because they know the stakes that are set with this.
Don't give anyone a leg up. Mint is really struggling to get theirs back in. Okay, finally got it.
Oh, just.
Oh, yeah.
Check.
Coco, first place.
Left together. Little yellow notice.
Oh my God.
And Aaron, Evan, okay. So we are fighting for final. I will say, this is a little bit of bad news bears for Lonan. If they get 2 back-to-back 5th places, it could potentially really hurt their morale. Yeah. Leah and Nick are cuddling. Confirmed.
Come on, guys, you got this.
That is crazy. Ollie's switching back and forth to his left and right arm.
Lonan's about halfway
I
done.
can't imagine doing that with my left arm. On Lonan.
A little further along.
Pass the table. I can't get them both at the same time. Okay, Isaiah's on Lonan. So if you want to see Lonan's progress, stay on Isaiah. Oh,
Good.
and they're down. There it goes. All right, and just like that. Good job to yellow. So Tawa snagging 4th place there, adding 1 point. See if I can zoom all the way over there past Brandon. The lovely little head. Looks like they're kind of blown away anyways. But we have 4 points for Tawa, 7 for Coral, whatever that one is. Coco with 4 as well. 5 for Wiyaya. That's the one I'm going to remember from this season, 100%. And then none for Lonan. And none for Gretchen Wieners. Yeah. So again, long day. They got a long time to make back. And you can already see we have tied scores. Like, it's going to be anybody's race the whole day. I'm really anxious to see how it goes for them. And we're going to stay live this time. There's Taylor. We're going to stay live this time to look at the reward board so you guys can see what they're playing for each individual challenge. And then remember at the end of the day, they are playing for 1 tribe to get immunity.
Didn't get anything, so this is going to be their first time getting something from a reward board, which is
Love that for
huge for them. And then Wapoon will get a second item.
Second item. So again, the 3rd place team, who's in the 3rd on that one? Coco. So Coco will get an item from the bottom of the board, so like the worst row basically of items. So let's see what we got over here.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Our lovely board holders, Gavin and Louie. You may not recognize Louie. He's actually wearing his buff as a buff instead of a shirt today. So for now.
What'd you take on your first go round? Okay.
They are taking the tart. Good choice. Good choice. I will say.
We're going to do the flank.
I'm going to give you and all of you an offer. If you've already won a tart, If you'd like to make tarp your second selection, instead of the small tarp, we'll make it a large tarp. So that's just another thing to think.
Like we upgrade it? Does that offer stand if we also want to make it our third?
You will choose a tarp and it'll be a large tarp.
So
Does that offer stand if we make it our third selection? Like if we go tarp, select tarp?
Anytime you have a tarp already and you'd like to select tarp again, it'll be a large tarp.
Excellent, thank you.
So they can choose if they have a tarp
I
already.
think we're still going to stick with the Flint.
Stick
Shout out
with the
810, baby.
Go ahead and grab it.
Oh, thank you.
But they did not do that. They chose the Flint instead.
Oh, is
Things do rejuvenate on the board, I believe, depending on what you have. So now yellow gets to choose.
Oh, I'm sorry. Cocoa. There you go. Anything on the third row?
Yellow gets to choose from the third row. So it looks like a pot, some jerky, 2 apples and 2 oranges, or a stick. No, the stick is actually some firewood. It's dry firewood.
Right. Spotters, we can move the tribes out. Let's get the board out of here.
All right. So, I mean, it's yes. I would say like a pot is good, right? You want a pot, but if you don't have rice to go in it, it requires. I'm saying, let's go.
If you recognize that voice, that is Bobby. From
There he is.
SC11.
Can you see him? Am I in the way?
If you don't, you probably would recognize his voice.
He's over there somewhere. I was like, I don't know. I can't point that camera very well. But yeah, so we have our reward board going on. I'm gonna flip the camera around actually. We'll watch him. Watch him walk away. Oh, Taylor, where are you going?
I don't know.
Where are you going, Taylor?
You'll have to find out.
Bye. Bye, Taylor. See you later. Taylor is about to participate in something very, very fun. If you are an SCU loyal, you know what she's about to do. You love what she's about to do. So get ready for that for the next challenge. But in the meantime, I'm going to log off and take this contraption off of my back for a moment because I am getting very sweaty. Not that you needed to know that. We'll see you guys soon. So tune in to the next challenge. Goodbye.